Hey, it is really early Texas time right now. It's actually 4 a.m., but I did it again and I took a really late nap. And I usually on weekends and during the week go to the gym around 5 in the morning anyway, so my body's kind of just programmed to wake up around this time. But I got up and I did get a message from a friend of mine who subscribed to my YouTube, and asked me to do a 50 random question Q&A. So I figured I would go ahead and take care of that for today, Saturday, and it would cover Friday, because I have a feeling this video probably won't be under 10 minutes. But this will cover 2 days of filming, and tomorrow I have plans on helping my sister just move the rest of her stuff in. Our house looks chaotic at the moment, so I figured why not get it done now. It's going to be a productive Saturday, and we're going to go ahead and do these 50 random questions. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Closed. I came out of that closet a long time ago. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Not the conditioners. I don't really use conditioner in my hair, actually. I use shampoo like every other day, I guess the way you should. And lately at the hotels we've been staying at, man, they're really investing in what products they use. They're actually pretty high-end shampoos. I don't know who would ever leave that there. I mean, if they're free. And they're good for traveling. When I went to LA, I was actually able to take some shampoo with me because it was travel acceptable. Do you like to use Post-it notes? Ever since, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion is probably one of my favorite movies, and ever since I watched it when I was younger, I've been obsessed with Post-its. I have Post-its on every book and document that I own. As a matter of fact, I had one on my phone not too long ago to remind me to pay something. So yes, I do. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? I save coupons in our newspapers, and I'm pretty sure it's like this everywhere. You'll get booklets or like a flyer of coupons. I'll save them, and at times I'll use them, especially if I'm like low on funds and I want to eat something quick for lunch. But my best friend, the one that does YouTube, actually the one that got me into it, she coupons, and she has an amazing stock. I could just go shop with her. What is your biggest pet peeve? So, on my bed, I have 17 pillows, 4 of which are usable. 5, because I actually just bought a new one to start using. So lately, when I've been getting home from work, because I didn't work for about 2.5 months, I've just kind of been tired. So I'll rearrange my pillows around me. But when I wake up, I've noticed that some of them are on the floor. My biggest pet peeve is when any of my sheets or comforters or any of my pillows are on the ground. Just because we live on a ranch, and so it's not uncommon for spiders or random bugs to come in, just because we literally live in the center of our ranch. So there's bugs all around us, I'm sure. And I worked for an apartment complex that had an addendum for bed bugs, and the way that they're not naturally contracted, a lot of the times, apparently, they're found from, like, the carpet. We don't have any carpet in our home, but it's just, ever since then, I try really hard to not let anything that I'm going to sleep on or sleep with touch the ground. And it's mostly my fault. I move around so much whenever I'm asleep, so I usually put my pillows on pieces of furniture throughout my room, just because I don't want them to touch the floor. But again, I've just been getting so tired, I kind of just try to rearrange it, and I get really hot at night, so I'm moving all over the place and pillows end up on the ground, and I can't put the pillow back on my bed until that pillowcase has been washed. So I've been getting in trouble about the loads of laundry I've been doing because apparently it's excessive. Mama G is not too happy about this at the moment. Let me see. Do you chew your pens and pencils? Not my pencils. A teacher once told me that if you chewed on a pencil, it would mess up, like, the enamel on the bottom of your teeth. And in one of my videos, I did mention that I'm attracted to teeth, and I like mine. So after she told me that, I was in the 2nd grade. I just never chewed on a pencil after that. But I do chew on pen caps if I'm, like, anxious or brainstorming. A lot of times I'll ask someone if I can borrow a pen, and they'll catch me chewing on their pen. So we just have a whole nother new relationship on top of that, because they probably chewed on that pen before me, and I'm just not thinking because I'm, again, either anxious or brainstorming. How many people have you slept with this week? No one. I'm not sleeping with anyone at the moment. That is a promise. What size is your bed? A queen! That's why I feel like I can, like, maneuver my pillows around, but again, I just move around so much. My pillows end up on the floor. What is your song of the week? I love to watch commercials and listen to what music they use, and my cousin just got a Jeep not too long ago. Well, Jeep just came out with this really cool song by the X-Ambassadors. I'd never heard of them. It's called Renegades. I don't know if anyone else has heard this song or seen the commercial, but here, I'll play a little piece. Let me try to get it to where it starts. Let's see. Run away with me. Lost soul to reverie. Running wild, running free. You can listen to the rest of the song. I'm the type of person that once I hear a song and it catches my attention, I will listen to it non-stop. So from my house to work is about a 25-30 minute drive, and it's literally been looping. It's prepped me for the day. Let's just say that. Let's see. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes. I mean, I have a 2-year-old niece, and so I like watching old school cartoons, ones that I used to watch when I was younger, like Tom and Jerry, or Looney Tunes that they actually do still show on Comedy Central this early in the morning. Again, I go to the gym still at the same time on weekends, and so if she stays the night with us, which she's about to move in, so when she was staying the night with us, she'll usually wake up around the time that I get home from the gym, and so we'll just binge watch Cartoon Network till like noon. It's our bonding time, that's for sure. What do you drink with dinner? I love mineral water with lime, and that's what I've been drinking for the last couple of weeks. It's like sugar-free Sprite, and I enjoy it. I mean, it's 0 calories, and it's water, so it's hydrating, but it still has that carb that you need, like that Coke carb. You know what I mean? Okay. What do you dip your chicken nuggets in? I love spicy mustard. I actually have packets of it in my fridge. I can get nuggets from anywhere, and that's just my universal sauce for it. Universal? Whatever. It's my universal sauce for dipping my nuggets. Ooh, or ranch. Let's see. What movies could you watch over and over and still love? So, my group of friends and myself are all into the same movies. That's what makes us so close, I think, too, because we all met at different times in our lives, and one thing that we share is how much we've loved the same movie since we were younger. So it's Clueless, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, which I think I just mentioned, and when I actually went to LA, Venice Beach is only a 25-minute drive from the city. I made it a point to go take a picture of their apartment. Loved. Selena, I can watch Selena over and over again. It's actually the 20th anniversary of her passing next Tuesday, and there's a festival going on in Corpus next month that we're actually all planning to attend, so it'll be like a huge reunion. We're all really big Selena fans. We all grew up with her music. Fried Green Tomatoes, Practical Magic, I can watch over and over again. I love watching it with my mom, actually. It's one of our favorite movies to watch together. And that's all I can think of off off the top of my head. That's 5. That's a really good 5, actually. Last person you kissed or kissed you. My niece. She came over earlier today because they were going to take her shopping for her Easter dress. And I didn't go just because I was so tired. That was actually when I started my nap. But before she left, she said bye and she gave me a kiss. Love her to death. I can't wait to see her tomorrow. Were you ever a boy or girl scout? I was. I was a Boy Scout. 1st through 5th grade. Yeah. 6th grade I picked up orchestra and tumbling. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? Probably not. I feel like I would do like a book for my significant other, like for just them to see, and it wouldn't be completely nude. Like it would have to be tasteful. I still have hairspray left in my hair from yesterday. That's how exhausted I was. I didn't even wash out my hair. So no, I would never pose for like a publication for the public to see, but for whoever I'm with, if they wanted like their own private magazine, then yeah, they better only be looking at me. Rude. Are you stubborn? Yes. When it comes to something that I really want and I know that I can get. And I wouldn't call it stuttered. I wouldn't call it stubborn. I would call it driven. There's a difference. Let's see. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? So because I go to the gym so early in the mornings, I'll leave notes for my parents on paper. We have a cubby right by our door that my mom usually checks in the morning. Although lately she hasn't been checking and she's been missing a lot of important messages from me. But I know that if I text them, they're really light sleepers. They can probably hear me doing this video right now. It's easier to just write it down for them and they hopefully see it in the morning. So actually, yesterday morning. And I'm about to write one right now. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? Yes, and I actually have to do defensive driving before May for one that I got in September. They could have just dismissed it, but they opted not to. Whatever. Ever run out of gas? I'm horrible at thinking my car can make it on the fumes of my hairspray. And so yes, I have, and I actually did at 3:30 in the morning on a California highway in the middle of nowhere where I had no reception. I had to walk 3.5 miles to get one bar to call my uncle to come and pick me up. And I was actually leaving to Lubbock, because I lived in California for about 1.5 years. I was actually leaving to Lubbock the next morning at like 6. So he wasn't very happy that he had to go help me get gas and then take me to the airport a couple of hours later. He was not happy. Let's see. What is your usual bedtime? When I was doing cycling devoutly and going every morning at 5:30, my bedtime was at 7, 8 o'clock at night, but with all this transition, I take naps, and so I don't have a set bedtime. It varies. Like, I will probably go to bed when I get back from the gym. Let's see. How many languages can you speak? So I can speak English. I'm learning, and I can slightly put together sentences in Spanish. I'm still learning that. And sarcasm. I think that should be a language. One that not very many people are fluent at. FYI. Ever watch soap operas? My aunts and my grandparents loved novelas, which are Spanish soap operas, and so I tried getting into them when I was younger so I could, and that's kind of how I learned to pick up Spanish and understand it. But I personally used to watch Passions. I think I was in 6th grade when that soap opera, maybe even 5th grade, when that soap opera was still on, and yeah, I would actually watch it all the time. Imagine being 5th and 6th grade and watching a soap opera. It happened. Ever used a gun? No. But my mom and my dad actually just got their concealed hand weapon licenses, and so my sister and I want to get it too, because my sister's fiance has his, and so we're the only two lacking ours in our family. We need to get on that. Favorite type of fruit pie? Peach. Or apricot. I've only had it a couple of times, and it was actually really good. Ooh, or grapefruit. If you've never had a grapefruit pie, find someone who makes it correctly, because if it's made wrong, it's really juicy and the crust is super soggy, so it's not the best, but it's really good if it's made right. It's perfect. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. And because I've heard things personally, like my sister, and my parents have heard things, not in this home, thankfully. I don't know what I would do. Because at night, we live on a ranch, so there's no lights around us, and so when the lights are all turned off, it's pitch black. Ooh, that would be really scary. But in our old house, yes, there was some paranormal activity going on, but they were like not like nice ghosts, not like the paranormal activity movies. Nothing like that, thankfully. Ever have a deja vu feeling? Yes, that's how I know I'm going to be okay. And I've heard that deja vu is just a sign that things are going in the right direction. And so anytime that I have that moment, it's just like, oh, okay, thank God, right direction. Wear a bathrobe? I do, actually, and it's funny, a bathrobe is actually the last thing that my grandmother bought for me. So I have one. I've had it since I was a junior in high school, and it has rips in it, and it is torn, but I will never get rid of it. Ever. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Kmart. Target. And Walmart, if it's like after normal business hours, because they're open 24/7. Nike or Adidas? Nike. My sister used to work for Nike, so I love their product. I'm obsessed with it. That's all I wear to the gym, actually. Cheetos or Fritos? Hot Cheetos. With cheese. Delish. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? Ooh, this goes back to going to games with my dad and my sister and my mom. Sunflower seeds. I can eat them all the time. Although, it like grosses me out to see someone else eat them and spit the seeds into like a cup. That gives me like asco. It makes me gag. I don't know why, because I do it, but... Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? I mean, I would hope that they would be as ambitious as I am and I want to be with someone who, together, we can build an empire. So, anything that is successful for them to where they can bring 50% of that to the plate, because I am willing to give 50%, do you. Can you curl your tongue? I can't really do anything with my tongue, actually. So, that's a breaking point, and it looks like it's broken. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yes, I actually cried when my sister got engaged. On Wednesday, so not too long ago. Own a record player? I don't own it, it's my mom's, but yes, we have one in the home. My niece loves music, and so she's really obsessed with, like, records, because my mom will play them while she's cleaning. And it's just fun. And she's gonna grow up knowing about records and vinyl and CDs and tapes, because we still have cassette tapes, so own a record player? Yes, but in this record player it does have a tape player, that's why I mentioned that also. And it does have a CD player, so it's like an all-in-one. It even has a thing for 8-tracks, which is really cool. It's interesting. Ever been in love? I actually haven't. Which is crazy. I've never been in love with anyone other than, like, my family and my friends. But I've never been in love with somebody. Who would you like to see in concert? my best friend that I went to LA with is really into music, so as our friendship has progressed from when it began, she's introduced me to some really cool bands. Another really good friend of mine is part of a band here locally. So I want to explore and experience new artists, not really mainstream ones, like that song that I just showed. I mean, just from the guitar and the way the song starts, I'd love to see them in concert. So, it's open, it's broad, whoever. Hot tea or cold tea? Ooh, cold. Oh, tea or coffee? I was actually about to say I love tea over coffee. Tea. I would drink coffee when I was little, but as I've gotten older, tea, I could have a really good cup of tea. As a matter of fact, hot tea if I can't sleep, but cold tea, I could drink that 24/7, to be completely honest. Sugar cookies or sneakerdoodles? Sneakerdoodles. They're a little bit spicier than sugar. Like me. Can you swim well? I was actually in swimming elementary through high school, and I actually did go to state my freshman year, and I placed 3rd. So I'm gonna say yes. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Had to do that in order to swim, so yes. Are you patient? I mean, my store's still not open. So here I am waiting for it, so yes. I'm gonna say I'm a really patient person at this point. Ever won a contest? I did, actually. When I got my graduation ring, there was a drawing for a ring payback scholarship, and they gave you tickets whenever you walked in to receive your ring, and I won, so I got my ring paid for. It was already paid for, so I just got that reimbursed, which was great. DJ or band at my wedding? DJ or band at your wedding? Both. Both. I know a really good band, and I have some really great DJ friends that I would love to be a part of that day, if it ever happens. Do you want to get married? Oh, well, yes, if it ever happens, yes, I would love to get married. Do you want kids? Yes, and I actually talked about this in another video. I want 4. So, I want 3 girls, 1 boy, with the boy being the youngest, and if it doesn't work out that way, hey, I'll take whatever I'm blessed with. But yes, I do want kids. What is your favorite color? Well, if you can't tell in this video, it's turquoise. It's everywhere. It's on my letter, it's in this tutu that I made, it's in my curtains, it's on my pillows. I'm not going to turn my camera around. It's even on my lamp. And it's on my phone. I'm obsessed. My room looks like someone who was turquoise threw up, and it went everywhere. So maybe one day I'll do a room tour, but not right now. I think this is still kind of fresh. You're okay just seeing me in this corner. Ooh, and the last question, do you miss anyone right now? I do. I miss my grandmother, and I miss she was like a surrogate grandmother. I'm not going to talk about them too much, because every time I do talk about them, I start crying. But I actually think about them every time that I wake up, which is interesting that question was on there, because I did just wake up and I've been thinking about them. So, oh, my voice is trembling. But anyways, those were the 50 random questions. Thank you for the Q&A request. These are fun. It lets you get to know a little bit more about me and about who I am. Again, this video is so long because it does cover Friday and Saturday's video, and then I'll record something tomorrow if everything is settled in, because I'm not kidding when I say our house looks like a disaster zone. Subscribe to my YouTube, friend request me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. My Snapchat is linked below as well. You can follow me on Snapchat, although today I haven't really been snapping because, again, I was just exhausted. But, yeah, If you have any other Q&A video requests or any tags that you'd like me to do, message me. I respond to all of my messages, or I make sure that I at least try to get to them. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.